Hey guys, so recently I've been sharing with you guys here and there and here that Miss Lola the Pug has just been going through all the things, like literally all the things. Let's see how long I can get her to sit here. I guess as long as I'm scratching her butt, she's good. But anyways, I have shared with you guys that she ended up with a yeast infection on the outside of her body. I have no idea how, what, when, where, etc. I don't know if she got into something outside that just did not agree with her, or maybe it was the dog food. Now, she's been on the same brand of dog food forever and a day. However, I did recently, when the last time I picked up her bag, I did change the flavor of dog food. Just figure, giving her a little bit of variety, whatever. I don't know if it was that. And as I think about it and try to piece out all of it together as to, when it started and everything, she did go and get groomed at PetSmart. And I don't know, maybe she, again, got into something there, or I don't know. We don't know when it happened. She has always had really bad allergies. Just a quick history on Lola. Come over here so people can see you. Come on. I don't want to scratch your booty. She is a Chinese Pug. She is fixed. We got her, she was fully grown. Well, she was like a young adult when we got her. And I got her from a old co-worker that I used to work with. They would get ready to have a baby. They just didn't have time for the dog anymore, etc., etc. And my kids were crying for a dog. Long story short, we got Lola free of charge. Completely trained, completely, she was fixed, had her shots, everything. So I honestly don't know her exact age. I don't know how old she is in human years or dog years. But I can tell you one thing, she's old. I know that much. But anyways, we have always, she's our baby. And if you got any fur pets, then they're not just pets, they're your baby. But anyway, she has always had really bad allergies. And this we figured out very early on. There's just certain things that agree with her, certain things that does not. She can't use certain shampoos. From like pet shampoo, so I use a lot of natural items for her. I make a lot of the things that I use on her. I have tried to use other like actual dog products, pet products, and just more times than not, it just doesn't work well for her. So anyways, back to the yeast infection. So I noticed that she has started getting really red, underneath on her belly, her inner thigh area is just really, really red, and she was scratching more than normal. I mean, she always scratching, but she was scratching more than normal. And she got to the point where she started breaking her skin on her back leg, and she was bleeding. It was just a hot mess, to say the least. So, long story short, I decided to go ahead and take her completely off the dog food and just start making her dog, her food, her meals again. And I used to do this. I used to substitute, homemade foods with her dog food, just as a special treat. Don't know why I got away from it, but I did. Lola, I don't want to rub your booty. That is not what this is about. And as I'm rubbing her, I can see that her skin is really inflamed and like red in this one little area where she wants me to rub, so I know it's bothering her. Anyways, long story short, so I don't know why I got away from like fixing her food, but I did. So now I'm back to doing that. Now, I talked to her veterinarian several times, and they always want us to go the commercial route and give her, these, like they will prescribe her actual allergy medicine, etc. It's a pain in the tush to even get her to take it, and the stuff costs like $40-something. Anyways, been there, done that, not about that life anymore. So we're just wanting to make sure that we treat her as natural as possible and keep her as comfortable as possible. Again, she is an older doggy. Overall, her health is great. Her hip is really bad in certain areas. Well, not certain areas, like the back part of her hip is really bad, and we found that out earlier this year. But other than that, I mean, she's a healthy girl. She just has this really nasty yeast infection. But it has really started to clear up. I have been using Selsun Blue. She really likes when I scratch her. I have been using Selsun Blue shampoo on her, and it has definitely helped to clear it up a whole lot. And then I use an apple cider vinegar with the mother in it to rinse her, like a rinser, what have you. So anyways, that's been helping. And I also made her a homemade salve that I use to rub all over her. after baths and in between if she needs it. Like today, when I'm done with this video, I'm probably going to use it since she's like really enjoying this rub down that I'm giving her. But it just helps to smooth her skin, and any open areas that she may have broken skin, it will help to heal it a whole lot faster. So anyways, we started her first week doing one protein only, and that first protein I introduced was chicken, and I put in peas, carrots, spinach as well. So that was 1 week for full protein that she was getting, was the chicken with vegetables added. I also midweek, I want to say, I added in egg as a protein in the morning. And so far so good. She hasn't had any issues with the chicken or the egg. No, you know, her bowel movements haven't been off or anything. She isn't gassy or constipated or anything like that. She seems to really be enjoying the fact that mommy is cooking for us. So we know that chicken is fine, and we know that eggs is fine, and again, the veggies that I have put in. This week, we're going to start her off on beef, and she will do a whole week with just roast beef, vegetables added, and again, that will give me a chance to see if she has any reactions to the beef, and then I'll know if I can give it to her, not give it to her, etc. So it's just kind of going to be a trial and error type of situation to make sure we have a balanced diet for her, and that she's getting all of her nutritional needs and so on. Again, guys, I have talked to the vet about this, and I explained that, at the end of the day, this is what our choice is. It's either you're going to support us on it and guide us, or I'm just going to find another veterinarian, period. So, long story short, our vet, they still always recommend commercial routes, but they are respecting the fact that this is what we want to do. Now, I am really thinking about finding a holistic veterinarian. Hopefully I can find someone. So I am going to be looking into that as well, because again, she's my baby. She's my fur baby. No different than our two-legged kiddos. I want to make sure that she's completely comfortable and completely taken care of, and that we're doing, right by her and so on. So all that to say, this week we're going to be starting beef with her. She's been doing great with the chicken and the eggs. And I'm going to go ahead and share with you guys a meal that I had already prepped. I brought some meat, so I already had it prepped and put it in Ziploc bags and in the freezer and all that stuff there. So we're just going to throw it in the crock pot for her. That way she has something for dinner tonight and the remaining of the week as well. If you have never looked into making homemade dog food, dog treats, etc. for your fur baby, definitely look into it and just, compare if it's something that you would want to be, want to do, or if you're interested in. You just want to make sure that you are giving them the most purest ingredients that you can, and making sure that it is nutritional, ingredients that they're getting, and it's healthy for them and all that. Lola, this is not what I signed up for. Like, I'm not a booty scratcher. I'm really not. Okay, so enough yapping from me and her. Let's turn the camera around and we'll go ahead and make her meals. Okay, so this week we're going to be introducing roast beef as her protein source, along with peas, carrots, and I have sweet potatoes, so I'm going to go ahead and chop those up and put them in as well. Now, I actually prepped this about a week or so ago when I purchased the meat. I simply chopped up the roast beef, cleaned it, and then I put it into a Ziploc bag and put it in the freezer. I pulled it out late last night. That way it can kind of start to defrost before just sticking it into the crock pot. So this is going to be her protein source for this week. Again, we are trying one meat at a time, just wanting to make sure she doesn't have any allergic reactions or anything like that. So I'm going to go ahead and dump all this in and then chop up the sweet potatoes and let that cook. On high, and this will be her dinner for the week. Now, she will get other meals for breakfast, and depending on what she eats for breakfast will determine whether or not she gets a lunch or maybe just a snack to hold her over in between. But this here will be strictly for her her dinners. Now what I'm going to do is just let it cook for 4 hours on high. Once it cools down, I will place it in a Tupperware dish, put it in the back of the refrigerator, and we'll be ready to feed her dinner. Just take out a serving, warm it up slightly for her, and that will be it. This will last her for the entire week, a total of 7 days. Well, actually 6 days, because come Sunday night I will or Sunday morning, I'll prep her another meal, which she will eat for that Sunday night and that following week's dinner. So again, this is only dinner for her, and she will get other meals for breakfast as well as lunch. And it is simple as that. All right, Lola's meals are all done. I have her dinner for tonight. It is in her bowl, cooling off. It's still a little bit too hot to serve her. And she's sitting right here so patiently because she knows her mommy's been cooking for her. Look at her, looking like she's looking. She is ready. She say, Mommy, it smells so yummy. Are you ashamed, Lola? Lola. She say, it smells so yummy, Mommy. Let me have it, please. It's coming. It's just needing to cool off a little bit. She's not going to look at me because she's embarrassed. Lola, I'm putting you on the YouTube. Say hello, Lola. Hey, beautiful girl. Hi. She's like, Mommy, get that camera out my face and feed me already.